All right, moving on now. We have to set aside so much money for bribes that we are left with little money to build good roads. Say Mumbai road contractors in a Times Network exclusive. Roads in Mumbai continue to be potholed and crooked, being a regular plague for commuters. A Times Network sting operation on at least 3 road contractors reveals how contractors are forced to bribe politicians in order to first attain project sanction and then bribe again to finish the work. It seems like everyone, from politicians to the traffic police, take a piece of the bribery cake. Listen in to the exclusive conversation.
बिना पैसे काम हो ही नहीं सकता, मतलब भ्रष्टाचार मैक्सिमम है। अभी कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ईमानदारी से भी काम करना चाहे,
सही बात है,
तो नहीं कर पाता, नहीं कर पाता।
ये तो ऑफिशियल्स बीएमसी वालों को भी देना पड़ता है और स्टैंडिंग तो है ही। स्टैंडिंग में लेकिन कितना परसेंट
रिकॉर्ड कर दिए?
नहीं।
2% देना पड़ता है।
2.25। तो फिर सबसे ज्यादा आपका खर्चा किस में होता है, ज्यादा जाता है?
2.25% तो यही हो जाता है। फिर जहाँ काम करते हैं ऑफिसर लोग
फील्ड
साइड किया जाता है।
हाँ,
इसके ऊपर असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर रहता है, फिर एग्जीक्यूटिव रहता है, डिवाइस रहता है।
ओके, तो इन सबको
देना।
अकाउंट्स
100% आपने काम किया है, नहीं मिलसे का छोटी तो भी अगर पैसा नहीं दोगे तो आपका भी जिंदगी भर की पड़ेगा।
अकाउंट्स को भी देना पड़ता है?
अकाउंट को भी देना।
अच्छा, तो उसमें आपका कितना परसेंट जाता रहेगा उसमें आपका?
10 से 12%।
बाप रे, ये अपना शिवसेना वगैरह इन लोग
उनको जब स्टैंडिंग में दे देते हैं,
अच्छा,
लोकल जो होते हैं उनको वापस देना ही पड़ता है। सोशल वर्कर, कॉर्पोरेटर, गुंडे लोग,
अच्छा,
सबको संभालना पड़ा। आरटीआई ईमानदार होना चाहे तो भी नहीं हो सकता कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। कहाँ से लाएगा बेटा?
तो ये सब बाद मतलब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिलने के बाद आपको करना पड़ता है, उसके पहले आपको सिर्फ स्टैंडिंग को जो देना है,
पहले सिर्फ स्टैंडिंग।
उसके अलावा तो और इसके अलावा और क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है सर?
एरिया के गुंडे लोग, कोई भी आके दम मार रहा है। आरटीओ, पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट सबसे ज्यादा।
आरटीओ
मैंने परमिशन लिया है, फिर भी उनको पैसा देना पड़ता है। हर एक वीकली उनको बांधना पड़ता है, एवरी सैटरडे को उनको पैसा देना पड़ता है।
पर ये सब तो सबको ही पता है कि ये इतना इतना पैसा सबको जाता है,
और सब ईमानदारी की बात कर रहे हैं। खाली एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को चोर कर रहे हैं। आदमी चोरी मजबूरन करता है, मतलब करना पड़ता है। इतना पैसा देना पड़ता है कि आदमी कहाँ से लाएगा?
मतलब
क्यों बम्बई के रास्ते खराब होते हैं?
यही सवाल पूछना है मुझे।
हाँ, बाकी कहीं पे क्यों नहीं होते?
क्यों?
एक तो यहाँ का कोई सिस्टम नहीं है, नहीं बोल सकते, ये संभाल ही नहीं पा रहे हैं, मतलब कॉर्पोरेशन।
पर ट्रैफिक का भी एक प्रॉब्लम है, ट्रैफिक एनओसी मिलना भी एक इशू है ना?
बोला ना आपको, पैसा।
अच्छा, ट्रैफिक वालों को भी देना पड़ता है, तो उनको दिया तो ही उन लोग जगह रास्ता देते हैं
काम करने का, नहीं तो देते भी।
तो उनको कितना देते हैं?
उनको लमसम रहता है।
अच्छा,
उनको परसेंटेज में नहीं है।
अच्छा, लमसम तो भी कितना देना पड़ता होगा
उसको? हर एक एरिया का अलग अलग रेट है।
अच्छा,
परमिशन लेने में 50,000 लाख रुपया देना पड़ता है
हर एक एरिया में, और ये फिर उनके लोग के लोगों में डिवाइड होता है।
3,000 5,000 जैसा।
अच्छा, वीकली अलग,
एवरी सैटरडे हफ्ता उनका। नहीं तो लेबर को कभी उठा के जाएंगे, गाड़ी खाली करने नहीं देंगे। अपना व्हीकल आता है, बोला हमारा ट्रैफिक जाम कर दिया, रोड पे काम करते हैं तो ट्रैफिक जाम होगा और क्या होगा?
हाँ,
व्हीकल तो खड़ा रहेगा तो ही काम होगा, नहीं होगा।
सही बात है।
उसके लिए उनको पैसा देना पड़ता है, नहीं तो वो गाड़ी को उठा के लेके जाते हैं, चौकी में बंद करेगा।
तो आपका इसमें ये सब 25-30% जाता है? 25% तो जाता है?
हाँ, 15 से 17% तक चला जाता है।
15-17% बांटने में। Like what is the kind of problem coming in from political party?
Political party, they don't allow to do the work. Anywhere they don't allow the work.
As in how?
Wherever we do the work, normally we do the work in night.
Right.
So night they come and arrest us. They want money, protection money, nothing else.
Okay.
Everybody wants the protection money.
हाँ. So how
and
much
we don't pay. So they create problems outside.
So what kind of problems they create? They don't
They don't allow us to do the work. We take police protection. Police also doesn't give the force.
Acha.
They break our machinery. They break our man. They do lot of problems at the side. Then also we are taking a special. We have got our bodyguards.
Okay.
And we have made our protection forces. And we are getting the work done.
Money as in per road they ask for money? As in every road that...
Every road, every lukha, everywhere they ask money.
And how much percent they ask?
Anything, depend on the person to person. Even the top people don't ask. Even though every corner there's one bribe
Achha.
in Bombay.
Okay.
So they doesn't want the work to be done.
Okay.
And they want money.
Okay.
And they are in unnecessary arrests. How do you accept a good road? तुम budget कम कर रहे हो. You know what is the population of vehicle population in Bombay? Don't put money. शक्कर चाय पियोगे, शक्कर नहीं डालना है और चाय मीठी चाहिए. How is it possible? How is it possible to have good tea? You are not putting in the money. So there is no planning. There is no this thing. Nobody wants to see all this data, and they just want to say road अच्छे चाहिए, road अच्छे चाहिए. Road अच्छे कहाँ से होंगे? Can you believe that without putting in the proper planning and money, do you think the roads will be okay? Just by putting on the media, ground level. You just say, have you checked the ground level and BMC level? क्या हो रहा है? तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा है.
आपको ज़्यादा पता है?
नहीं, हमको तो मालूम है कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. Last 14 months they have not released our payments.
Why?
नहीं दे रहे, बस inquiry.
Inquiry.
Inquiry. Let them do. We'll take them to the court. बोले वर्ल्ड क्लास सिटी है.
Exactly, that's what citizens are also saying.
तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. हम तो प्रेजेंटेशन दे के थक गए, कॉर्पोरेशन लेटर लिख के थक गए. They are not doing any planning. बस एक ही बात है, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स आर चोर. मैं वो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर चोर है मानता हूँ. कॉन्ट्रैक्टर खराब किया काम. Who is responsible खराब करने का? You don't have vigilance department.
और बाकी आपको स्टैंडिंग वेंडिंग को भी देना पड़ता है ना? Off record.
That is all part and parcel of business, and I'm telling you, within 3 years, 4 years, everything will be closed down.
All right, joining in on the phone line is Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, quite shocking footage that we just heard and saw. As much as 20% really going in the form of bribes?
Well, that's right. That's what the contractors have claimed. And in fact, it's coming from the horse's mouth themselves. They are spending so much money. Of course, this money is of the taxpayers, but they are putting this money and they are saying how every department, every step they have to actually bribe. If I can tell you as to how it functions, they explain to us as to in order to actually get the proposal, they have to pay 1.75% of the total project cost to the standing committee, which comprises of the corporators. Now, the proposals or the contracts that come to the standing committee for approval is anywhere about 50 crore, 100 crore, 200 or even sometimes 500 crores. If we can take an example, say for example, 100 crore project proposal has actually come to the standing committee. Even if the standing committee is taking 1%, it comes up to 1 crore rupees. And that's a huge amount of the taxpayers' money that is actually going as a bribe. And contractors are saying it's not just the standing committee, the officials, the babus in the BMC are actually charging 10 to 12% of the project cost, and that again is a huge amount that they are actually spending, and which is why we see that they somehow, somewhere actually compromise on the work, and that's why we see the shoddy job that is being done. That's why so many potholes actually on the road, and everybody knows this. The taxpayers also have questioned several times as to where is the money really going, even as the BMC is the richest civic body. But here it is, the actual breakup from the horse's mouth, but actually saying that they have to also pay to the RTO for permission to start the work on a particular road. For the permission, they pay over 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees, and every week they have to bribe a policeman for every road. In fact, at least 3,000 to 5,000 rupees every Saturday goes to the local police station. And apart from that, what is even shocking to know is how the local MLAs, then the corporators, then also some goons in the particular area actually come and harass them. And if at all they do not bribe any of these authorities, especially the policemen, then they actually take away their machinery as well, not allowing them to work. That's the shocking revelation that is coming in through this thing which we expose, and where it is clear that these contractors are actually made to bribe, and that's why we see such pathetic condition of roads.
Right. Now, Vaishnavi, when we talk about contractors, they're usually viewed from the perspective that they're extremely corrupt and really don't do their jobs. But essentially what this is saying is that it's a lot of the corrupt politicians who are behind all of this.
Well, absolutely right. It's not just that the contractors are corrupt, but also at the same time, the politicians, the babus, the traffic department, the policemen, all of them are actually involved in this, and that's why there is no question being raised, or never has this issue actually has been brought to a logical end, because every authority in the city is actually involved in this road scam, in this road work, and that's the reason why we've never seen that this has come to an end. In fact, it is very open in the BMC corridors itself that how every department actually takes bribes, but it is shocking to note 20% of the project cost actually goes into it. BMC being the richest civic body, the proposals are anywhere in between 50 or 100 crores, and here we see if 20% also goes into it, it's a huge amount, and that's absolutely shocking. It's a nexus between the politicians, the babus, the contractors as well. The contractors, of course, have always been eyed as corrupt, but here they reveal how it's not that they are corrupt, they want to work honestly, but then they're not being allowed to work honestly because they have to pay to so many agencies in order to make one particular road. At the end of the day, they have to compromise somewhere. At the end of the day, they're even stopped from doing good job, and that's why such bad roads that this financial capital of the country actually faces, and taxpayers' money literally going down the drain.
And Vaishnavi, also from what we understood is that even traffic police are involved in all of this?
Well, that's right. What we can hear the contractor saying is how the traffic police is involved. If we can elaborate on their role, when the moment the contractors actually get the project and get the approval, then they go to the traffic department for permission so that they are able to start work in that particular road. So for every road that has been taken up for construction, there is at least 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees that is being paid to the RTO officer, to the senior officer in the traffic department. And once that is being done, after that, every week they are also forced to pay 3,000 to 5,000 rupees so that the work goes on smoothly. And all these, we've been also told, that happens in the night time. It works in cash, and this is during the night when most of the road work starts, and that's when sometimes the laborers are even kidnapped, sometimes the machinery actually stolen, sometimes the policemen do not let people work, they are beaten up, the laborers are beaten up by local gundas. All these are the problems that the contractors are facing. That's what they have pointed out in this, and they're saying that it's a huge nexus. It is not something that you can point out finger at one particular person or one particular party, but here clearly the Shiv Sena, which has been ruling the BMC since the last 25 years, this being in open that there is massive corruption, and also the fact that all departments now, it is clear that all departments, the road department and the stormwater drains or whatever department is in the BMC, every department, the situation is same. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But Shiv Sena, of course, is not willing to take any sort of action. In fact, they are very much involved in this, and somewhere this is the source of political funding. This is the funding for these political parties, because the standing committee gets hefty amount from these contractors.
All right. Thanks, Vaishnavi, for getting us those details. A big Times Network exclusive and expose there as far as corruption in the contractors, hearing it from the contractors' mouth themselves, saying that how they have to bribe as much as 20% to even be allowed to do their work.